to embrace a two-timer? Imagine if it's a good two-timer that actually helps to protect you. That's what adding 2 servings of cruciferous vegetables every day can do in terms of breast health. Hey, I'm Dr. Yolanda Wade. I'm the medical director of Inspire Health Associates, and I'm so thrilled to join Hippocrates Docs again for another Just One Thing for Health video challenge. My challenge to you today is to welcome a good two-timer that protects your breasts. Now wait a minute. Even if you're not a breast owner, surely you know someone who is. And the thing about this two-timer is that it's also helpful for a number of other health issues, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Now, back to breast health. Breast cancer is the leading cause of cancer in women worldwide, and it's the leading cause of cancer death in women worldwide. In fact, 1 out of 8 women will receive a diagnosis of breast cancer in their lifetime, which is an extraordinary statistic. I think many people take for granted that breast cancer must be hereditary. Surely it runs in families, and isn't there a gene test that lets you know if you're at risk? Well, yeah, sort of. The truth is that only 10 to 15% of breast cancers are actually inherited. That means that at least 80% are related to modifiable risk factors. The things that we know can affect your risk for breast cancer include overweight and obesity, smoking, moderate to excessive alcohol intake, and then a host of dietary factors like high sugars in the diet, high saturated fats, high intake of red meats, low intake of vegetables, fruits, and other fiber in the diet, and then low physical activity. In fact, about 1/3 of breast cancer can be attributed to diet alone, which means we have the power to change our risk for developing breast cancer by what we eat, by using food as medicine. Studies show that for every 10 grams of fiber in your daily diet, and that's plant-based fiber, you have about a 7% reduced risk for developing breast cancer. That's extraordinary. You can actually eat your way away from breast cancer diagnosis, and I think that's pretty cool. And one of the most powerful foods to do that are the cruciferous vegetables. Crucifers, or the brassica family of vegetables, include vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, arugula, mustard greens, collard greens, kale, kohlrabi, broccoli rabi. You get the point, right? There are tons of crucifers to choose from in order to help you embrace a two-timer in your life. And I say two-timer because studies show that 2 servings a day has a protective benefit against most cases of breast cancers. Just 2 servings a day can make a huge difference for you. And you may be wondering, well, how does that work? Crucifers contain really powerful plant compounds that we call phytochemicals that work in a range of ways. They have antioxidant power, meaning that they help to reduce oxidative stress or clean up rust and degeneration in the body. They have anti-inflammatory properties that help to control an overstimulated immune system. They also have properties in terms of helping with detoxification, both breaking down chemicals in the blood through the liver and also binding the metabolites, especially those toxic metabolites, so that they can be eliminated. They also provide a source of fiber to help to bind toxins in the stool so that you can poop it out. And then the crucifers are also really powerfully, in terms of cancer prevention, show a role in helping to increase the death of cancer cells, slow down the growth of cancer cells, reduce some of the fuel for cancer cells through insulin-like growth factors, and also reduce blood vessel growth. You can't grow fast as cancer unless you have blood vessels, and crucifers have compounds that help to decrease the factors that help blood vessels to grow. So lots of really powerful ways that crucifers can help to fight cancer. But again, it's a two-timer, right? So it's also really powerful against colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, bladder cancer. Crucifers have a powerful role in helping with balancing blood sugar, so there's a role in diabetes, there's a role in hypertension, and there's also a role in terms of managing weight with crucifers. So they two-time you in lots of really, really good ways. My challenge for you is to include 2 servings of crucifers in your daily diet. Make sure that you set a SMART goal. Make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So, if you're eating none, maybe you start with 1 crucifer serving each day, and that might be a half a cup of cooked crucifers or a cup of raw crucifers. Just remember that if it's raw, you need to chew very carefully in order to help to activate some of those really powerful compounds. And if it's cooked, you can do it anyway except fried. Remember that frying increases trans fats, and trans fats are very, very unhealthy for you. Now, I'm going to give a proposed goal of, for the next week, I will include 1 serving of crucifers every single day in my diet. My goal is that by 30 days, I will have 2 daily servings of crucifers in my diet. That might be cooked, it might be raw. Maybe you have a kale salad at lunch, you have a side of broccoli with your dinner. Maybe in the morning you add a scoop of a greens powder that includes broccoli sprouts to your morning smoothie. There's so many fun ways that you can do this, and the big picture is an improvement in your overall health and protection of your breasts against cancer. So, embrace the good 2-timer that protects you. Your challenge is to work your way up to 2 servings of crucifers every day. Good luck. Thanks so much again. And again, I'm Dr. Yolanda Wade, Medical Director of Inspire Health Associates, where I inspire you to make really powerful choices for good health and wellness. And food, P.S., is always my first medicine. Good luck. Bye-bye.